He's more professional than that.
Thank you very much, Emma.
You're welcome.
And
Cut him some slack.
That'd be older.
but then we got him all out.
He won't disagree with me either. He won't disagree with me either.
No, I'm not. No, because if we hadn't had the hot shot, that's probably what the hell we'd have done. We'd have thrown him in the back of the van.
Welcome to Cue the Mic. I'm Darren Worth.
I'm the ultra-conservative Randy Twyford.
Okay. And I am Emma fucking Durflinger. And this is episode 125.
What?
Emma fucking Durflinger, she's back!
I'm Emma. I'm fucking back, guys. Don't worry.
There you go. And don't you feel better about yourself?
Don't you just
honestly no, but I'm here.
Fuck the fucking fuckers.
It's
you.
Fuckity fuck.
Yeah, we're just worried about ratings. It's
I'm a sailor.
It's all about ratings. You're a sailor. Once a sailor, always a sailor.
He's a sailor. I text my mom, and I was like, "Mom, I think I'm gonna have to start swearing again in the podcast because it's like the most feedback we've ever gotten. It's like people are like, Emma, you have to swear. I was like, that's kind of weird, but okay, I'll do it for you guys.
Well, because I think it's that they think you're this like schoolgirl, and then you cuss like a sailor.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's nothing wrong.
Surprise, bitches!
Surprise, bitches! What do you think of my? I'm live from the barbecue trailer.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to ask you. Where are you broadcasting live from, Darren?
I'm live from the little town of I don't know where the hell I'm at. Piron, Illinois.
Piron,
Illinois. I call it the Cordy Meat Invitational. We got all the heavy hitters.
Okay.
The
Cordy Meat
Invitational. Saturday, Sunday contest. Forgot all about podcasts actually, and then I'm like, oh shit. And so I didn't bring my mic. I didn't bring anything. I'm like, oh shit. Here we go. So if my sound quality sucks, then don't worry about it. You'll get over it. Perfect. So I'm like, when are we going to do this? So I'm in the middle of the contest. So good enough for who it's for?
Yeah.
So anyway, just putting in my reps, and we're going to see a lot of remoteness in Darren in the next few weeks because I'm going to be a lot of different places in the next few weeks. I'm going to be seeing the world.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I'll be everywhere but Des Moines, Iowa. I think I'm going to have to. Okay. I think I've decided that I'm going to buy one of them Starlink minis so I can put it in my suitcase and it'll be with me wherever I need to go.
There you go.
Podcast on the go. That's why we do it this way instead of being in one place. Well, that and also because it'd be impossible for all three of us to be in one place.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. I thought maybe Randy'd come down and run my boxes today, but yeah, it's a little hot.
It is warm out. I had somebody go down on me yesterday during the catering, so they got overheated and
it was a hot one yesterday.
Yeah, I'm only an hour and a half south of Randy, actually. Yeah, it's yesterday when I got in the truck, it was measuring 104. In the barbecue trailer, it just said high on the temperature, and people are like, "You don't have your air conditioner on." I'm like, it ain't gonna matter. It went over 99. I don't think it matters. So I mean, when you got your head in a 300-degree barbecue pit, what the hell does it matter?
Exactly.
I tell you, yesterday I did get a chance to stop. I'd never done it before. I got a chance to stop at Cordy Meats in Highland. Have you ever done that, Randy?
Okay. No, never been there.
If you ever get a chance, wow. I figured I was coming into some little small town meat shop. Holy
Right.
crap. You talk about impressive. Matter of fact, next week when I'm in
Really?
Murfreesboro, I may take the group and drive an hour and a half back north to come up. You talk I think their facility now, I can't remember if they told me they were 30,000 or 50,000 square foot. I was talking to Jay Lobello last
Wow.
night, who's one of the guys that runs it, and they have everything. You would not believe this front end meat shop is bigger than a damn grocery store. They have every cut of meat,
Really?
every cut of sausage, frozen, fresh. I mean, it's crazy. And as you know, Cordy Meats, a lot of people, have Cordy ship their product. He orders in like pallets of Snake River Farms briskets, and then he trims them down for competition cooks. He gets Prairie Fresh, he gets Compart in, and he ships these out to competition cooks all around the country. And then he also
Okay.
sells it in the store. He's got this full line of barbecue rubs and sauces. They've got, deli meats. They've just got everything. It is crazy. I couldn't believe it. Plus, they've got a kill facility that I think he said they were killing 20 beef and 25 hogs a week now. Um,
Wow.
that coming into this kill facility, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, it's super impressive, super clean. I guess it's a pretty brand new facility. When I pulled in, I'm like, wow, there's a lot of cars in the parking lot. And I had to park across the street with the barbecue trailer when I pulled in. And wow,
Right.
I mean, it is crazy. Nicest people in the world too, man. I'd never been, but man, I want to go back and spend a half a day. I just, it's just crazy. They had pork steaks like
They're in
this
Highland.
thick. Oh, they're in Highland. You ever get a chance and down
Yeah.
that way, Randy? You'd just be in
Oh,
hog
sure.
heaven.
Really?
Hog heaven. Yeah.
I'll have to look that up. My cousin gets his meat for competitions there. I know
Yep.
that.
Your cousin's parked right next to me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Kevin
Yeah.
Suttles.
Next time he parked by us, he beat our ass. Remember when we were about 20
Yeah,
miles
that's
away
true.
from here?
Yeah, that's true.
Beat our eyes.
Yeah. So anyway, but no, I'm just down here just putting in reps. We're not kind of really expecting to win or lose, just kind of going through the motions, because it's about time for the big games, and you don't want to go into the big games without, you know, make sure you're fine tuned and just kind of
Right.
automatic.
Right.
So, like we always say, just keep hitting your top tens, and grands are going to start hitting one of these days, and we've been hitting kind of hitting fifth place and hitting our top 10. So,
Sure.
we're not quite ready to win yet. I wouldn't mind winning when we go to Fargo. We're going to, let's see, we're in Murfreesboro next week, which it's always nice to win in Murfreesboro. But then after that, got invited to go down to South Texas, and we're going to go dove hunting with Ernest
Oh, yeah.
Cervantes, and his crew, a bunch of pit masters from around the country are flying in, and we're going to go on a 3-day dove hunt. So I'm going to take the weekend off from barbecue, but more networking than anything. Going to be
Right.
a
Right.
great time at what do you call that? The Pitmaster Paloma Palooza or something like that.
Huh.
At some highfalutin hunting ranch. And so come back home, get a couple days to prep, and then I'm off to Fargo, North Dakota to the Shields Barbecue Contest, which is an automatic to the Jack because it's the only contest in North Dakota.
That's just what I
Automatic
was
to the
getting ready to
Jack for
ask.
next
If
year.
that. Yeah. So that would be an automatic then.
Automatic to the Jack for next year.
And Shields
So
is putting it on.
Shields is putting it on. Yep, they put it on at one of their stores.
That ought to be a pretty good
I
event.
Yeah, I was actually tried to get into it and I couldn't get into it, and I was on a waiting list, and I was like 10th on the waiting list. And then she called last week, and I was signed up for a contest down in Northeast Missouri, down in LaBelle. And she called and said, "Hey, people are backing out. You're in." I'm like, "Okay, I'm in." Boom. So I sold my entry to LaBelle, and I'm off to Fargo, North Dakota. So going to do Fargo, and then I come home from Fargo. I got a couple days worth of prep, and then off to the Jack, and then from the Jack, straight from the Jack, we're staying down in the South and going straight to the Royal Oak Invitational in Roswell, Georgia.
Okay.
Just north of Atlanta. So we're going to be gone for 2 weeks there. And then we come home, and I think we got maybe a week or so, maybe even 2 weeks, which we'll probably try and sneak a trip into Florida there. And then we'll probably do Booby Q down in Kansas City, a doubleheader, and then we'll do the Royal doubleheader. So,
right.
Busy times.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
Got a lot of miles in front of me. So
yeah, you sure as heck do.
We'll be a lot of different places. Lots of different places.
How does the contest seem pretty good there at Huron?
Yeah, just a small little town contest, but lots of heavy hitters. A lot of a lot of top 10 teams here. Some of them ran. They were over in Mount Vernon, Indiana yesterday and cooked, and then ran an hour and a half back over here. Got here last night or late yesterday afternoon. So you got rooters and tutors here and janky legs here, and you always got Wade from There's No Place Like Smoke here. Can Country Outlaws next to me. He just won in Wisconsin last week. You got Triple H, which is always great in this area. I'm trying to think of who else is all down here. I mean, just a ton of great teams.
How many teams do you reckon they got down there, Darren?
I think they got 27.
27?
They got 27 teams.
Seems like a couple of those contests down there are kind of doing the Saturday, Sunday deal after Friday, Saturday's not that far away, which is a good idea for people.
I didn't even know Mount Vernon. I didn't know Mount Vernon, Indiana, was that close. Otherwise, I probably would have done that. I probably would have did the rolling double, but oh well. Because I was just sitting at home twiddling my thumbs, going, "Wow, what do I do on Friday?"
You got about
podcast.
What'd you say, Emma?
I said we could have recorded the podcast.
Randy was busy.
This is good.
I was busy
Randy
catering.
Was busy.
Oh, okay.
He was
okay.
Randy was busy catering.
Out there.
Big time wedding season for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a fall wedding.
Yeah, we had one yesterday, and then at an event at Illinois College, and then till the third week in October, we've got 2 weddings every weekend.
Whoa!
And yeah.
Everybody loves Twyford barbecue.
Well,
are you doing mainly what's on the wedding menus, Randy? Are they all pretty much the same, or what are they running?
No, they're like the one yesterday. The one yesterday evening, they did beef brisket and ribs, which is kind of different. We hadn't done ribs for a wedding in quite a while.
That's a high dollar wedding.
Yeah, it really was, and probably one of the nicest venues I've ever been to, Lakeview Weddings over by Quincy, in the little town of Camp Point, just out in the middle of the country, and pretty well can't be too old. Beautiful facility, and the couple that got married, they're from Florida, and they. So it's like, what in the world? And 70% of the people that were there were from Florida, friends of theirs, but they own some hunting ground over in Versailles. over by Mount Sterling, and that's their draw to that. What's the mouth open, Emma?
Huh.
I looked it up.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. Holy shit. Here, let me share my screen, friends.
Okay.
This is just their website. If I could figure out. Oh, Darren. Your first 15 minutes.
I gotta go.
15-minute timer's
attend
going
to my
off.
brisket. I gotta go attend to my brisket.
All right, we'll see you in a minute. All right, show the lake view, Emma.
Okay. Allow. Doo-doo. It's huge.
Oh.
Yeah, they have a.
Oh.
They've got a. Wow, that was the wedding facility, the chapel, I guess. Facility
Yeah.
over there. Yeah, I would. Of course, I wasn't in that. But it's out in the middle of the country.
Hey.
It's just a very cool
I gotta
looking
show
place. Yeah.
Oh, that is way cool. Hey. I gotta show you something.
Yeah. Okay, we'll stop sharing.
Okay.
Their pictures move too fast. Like that.
Look at that bitch.
Oh.
Nice.
I don't know what I'm looking for, but it looks good.
That's a beautiful snake rivy.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.
Right.
I should have. We did a hog roast this week that went extremely well. I should have sent you some pictures so we could have screen shared some pictures of the hog.
You did send us one from Sunday.
Was that cooked or not cooked?
It was cooked.
It was cooked?
Yeah. Here. It was staged and everything.
Oh,
no,
okay.
it was on Monday.
It was on Monday. Monday, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all set up, decorated, and everything, and went really well.
Like this.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
It was.
Damn.
I mean, it freaks me out, but I figured it looked good.
Yeah, and not bragging, but I will. That's
Okay,
probably one of the best hogs I've cooked. I don't like the color of him that well, but as far as the meat goes, it was just right on, spot on. One of the guys, Colin, that works for me, he's been working for me for a couple years. And he eats pulled pork quite a bit. He said it was the best pulled pork he'd ever had.
Wow. Yeah, you just don't like the color. Got a little dark on you think?
Yeah, it got a little dark, and he was so big, he shifted his weight when he was in the pit over to that one side. I'd like to see him setting a little more square.
I don't know. I don't mind the shifting weight. I like, from a presentation standpoint, I kind of like it laying on that side.
Well, okay.
From a presentation standpoint, I kind of like it laying back like that. I think it looks more natural laying on his side versus just straight up on its haunches. But
straight.
I can't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know if I can look at this anymore. It's starting to make me very sad.
I don't like the water bottles they put right on the damn front of it, but I understand the marketing.
That was so that
I understand the marketing. I understand the marketing.
And if you look in the very back corner, there's a bottle of Twyford barbecue sauce. So.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah, Marla did a nice job of decorating it.
Yeah,
I was real pleased the way he looked with the kale and the pumpkins and the sunflowers and everything. So.
Yep, she did good. Hit the fall. She hit the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. How heavy is that?
202. When we first started cooking him. It was dress weight 202. And they had a lot of pork left over. They didn't have quite the crowd they thought they were going to. And the worst part about doing those hogs is just managing them. And we've kind of, thanks to Mike Mills, kind of got some ideas. Like, I don't know whether you see that hog tray, that metal tray that it's sitting on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Down, that's the lifesaver right there, because
Yeah.
Yeah. Gets all
you can
that
put,
grease and all that.
yeah, and then you can when you bring him in, and that table that he's sitting on is a rolling commercial kitchen table. So you can take the table out to the truck, put him on there, with uh, the hog pan, and then you can it's more manageable to be able to roll him around, because we had to go through about 3 different door sets to get inside to get him into that room. And
So,
if we'd
so
have
Randy,
been
so transporting, so you're just taking him out of the pit onto that tray, and then are you covering him up to transport, or you just transporting him in the back of the van?
no, we transport him in the back of the hot shot.
Right, but you put him in. Okay, so you put him in the back of the hot shot. Do you cover that hog at all, or just open air in the hot shot?
No, just open air in the hot shot, keeping it warm.
Yep, open air in the hot shot, keep him warm, and then you just transport, and then you get there, and you just roll that pan out onto that table, and
Right,
roll it
slide
right
the
in.
pan out. Yep, and then
I mean, Randy, I figured it was
well,
probably in the back of your pickup truck, to tell you the truth, but
it could have been,
and
but
then you got there, and I figured you probably took spray air can and got the dust off of it. That's probably what I thought.
no,
That'd be old. That'd be
no,
that'd be old, Randy. That'd be old, Randy.
He's more professional than that.
Thank you very much, Emma.
You're welcome.
And
cut him some slack.
That'd be old,
but then
Randy.
we gutted him all out.
He won't. He won't.
Yeah,
He won't disagree with me either. He won't disagree with me either.
No, I'm not. No, because if we hadn't had the hot shot, that's probably what the hell we'd have done. We'd have thrown him in the back of the van.
In the back of the van. Yeah, because that hog would stay warm for like 5 hours.
Yeah, because I mean, the crazy thing, I know somebody's going to ask, how long did we cook him? We put him on at about 11 o'clock Sunday morning, and he got done about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock Monday afternoon.
At what temp?
So about what? We went 250 till about 9 o'clock 9 o'clock Monday morning, and then I turned it up to 300 to finish it off. It was lagging a little bit behind, done. So no.
That's
so
probably
about
where
9
you
o'clock.
That's probably where you got your darkness from, anyway.
Yeah, I would say. But see, we had him covered in foil. We cover him in foil when we cook him most of the time, and that's
really?
Probably that. Yeah, that way he keeps the same color. Otherwise it'd be black as coal. And you're probably right that if we hadn't have had to turn him up, he probably would have been a little better color. But even though he still was a little dark, even foiled up. But yeah, we wrap him up in foil from 11 o'clock till about 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then take the foil off, and then it smooths out the color on him.
Yeah, she looks good.
Yeah, she does. Turned out real well.
That's good. So you didn't cook any additional pork butts or anything?
I had 2 butts inside him, but we didn't use them.
Okay.
I had 2 butts inside the body cavity just to kind of protect those loins and stuff, and it really worked out nice.
Nice.
That has triggered so many questions.
Okay. Can you bring down the hog? Can you bring down the hog so I can see you again, or no?
Oh yeah, sorry, you're on your phone, so you're not as luxurious as me and Randy here.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. So, how do you serve a hog like that? Like, are you just like actually? Because I know you're not like just straight up butchering.
No, what we do, Emma, is we take a knife and start at his shoulder blades, his shoulders, and run a knife all the way back to his back over the hams to the tail.
Mm-hmm.
And then that skin is real brittle. Not brittle, but real hard. I mean, like
Tough.
super hard.
Crackly.
Well, it's not. It's just crackly.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
okay.
It's crackly.
Just
and so
peels
what
off.
we do then is take that, just peels off the back side, and then we can reach in there and grab all the meat in the different places, and then we can even get into the other side, the side that people see, and get the meat that way out of there too. And then that way you don't have, like, you're grossed out. Cut. You'd be grossed out more if you saw a hog skeleton sitting there. So people don't see that. It's all covered. The front side of it's covered, and they have no idea what's going on.
So you never tear into that. You always reach everything from the backside?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
And that way it keeps it, that way people don't get grossed out.
Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, I'm grossed out regardless, but I knew that for the sake of our podcast, I knew it would be good information for people to have. Right. So that was for all you listeners.
Especially the cook times.
Because it makes me, yeah.
Yeah, it still amazes me. It's hard to realize what a whole body mass you got going there. When you get up of a morning and go out there and check him, and he's still it's only at like 165, 170, and it's been cooking for almost 24 hours at 250 degrees. It's kind of like, holy shit, you know. And then you realize how much body mass you truly have there. And when I cranked him up to 300, he was just getting 200, 205 in the shoulders and in the hams when we took him off. And we pretty well just took him right out, turned the pit off, and put him in the truck and hauled the ass out of there. So,
wow. Brisket check.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't know if you wanted me to set another timer. Oh. So, Randy, I'm creeping on this Facebook page of this venue a little bit more. And they have two places where you can have the service. They have one that's a little more chapel-like.
Yeah.
Less windows. And then they have, like, the whole windowy area.
Yeah, and that's where we did the catering.
Those where the windows are, or where, like, the chapel?
No, the chapel. They had their wedding over in the chapel.
Oh,
and
okay.
And then over in that other place, we had it, and they had it decorated up.
Yeah, they have pictures of it decorated as, like, a reception, and it's, like you said.
Do they have it decorated, Emma, set up as long tables where people sit across from each other?
Yeah.
Okay. That was kind of different. And the other thing, I'll wait till Darren gets back.
Yeah,
that's kind of different. It wasn't round tables. There were long tables, people sat across from each other.
I think I feel like that's a little more common nowadays, because like a couple of weddings that Lane and I have been to, especially in a barn. Not that this is like a barn, but in more of like a building like this.
Winery, outdoor.
Yeah, that's it. That way you get more. You have more space.
Right.
Because you're not
messing with all those round tables.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I kind of think's, nice, unless you are like at a wedding where you don't really know anybody, but.
And they had assigned seats. Everybody had an assigned seat and stuff at it. Something they did that I've never ever seen done at a wedding is
so
they had over by where they had the cupcakes and the cake set. They had another big table set up, and they had to-go boxes. And all the to-go boxes had, please take a little bit of us home with you, type stuff with it. And so they had us just leave the food out, take the food out of the chafers and set down on the table. And then they told people to go over and get clamshells, and they had a couple different sizes in those smaller clear plastic clamshells. And they encouraged people to take home what food was left over.
Yeah, but did it just sit there?
Well, it was sitting there when we left, and that's what they wanted.
Oh boy.
which is a little dangerous.
Right.
So people like my mom would not touch that.
Well,
Maybe.
I thought you were going to
That's
say, I thought you were going to say, please write your name on it and we'll put it in the refrigerator in the back.
no.
That's.
No.
I like the concept. I think it's a sweet concept, but I would never be allowed to do it at my own wedding because my mom's food safety
Well, and
brain
that
would
was
be
one of my
going nuts.
concerns. That was one of my concerns, and I never talked to the bride and groom. I just said introduced myself when they came through the serving line. But the lady that runs Brianna, that runs the facility, she said that's what they want to do, and I said, "Are you sure?" She goes, "Yeah," and I said, "Well, we're just going to leave this food, and once we leave the food, it's up to them to make sure it's kept at a good temperature." She goes, "I know." She goes, "I know."
Sign
Mm.
here. Sign
Yeah.
here. I mean, it's
Yeah,
almost like sign here because, I mean,
yeah.
because guess what?
That you wanted us to leave it out
Fif-
here.
55 people got sick from wedding. Guess whose name's on it? You.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably
You're
not going to
exactly
happen.
right.
Probably not going to happen in Southern Illinois, but you know,
It could
And
easily happen.
yeah. Oh well. Then again, you
it's a
can
pretty
eat
venue though.
you can eat pizza. You can eat pizza sitting out overnight too. Ain't gonna hurt you. I mean,
Yeah,
there's yeah. We have this conversation all the
It's like
time. Amanda and I have this conversation all the time about health department, about to the T of health department because they're trying to overcompensate so nobody gets sick versus what's
right,
in
right.
real life, what's really going to make you sick, right? So as a restaurant, we have to take every precaution in the world to make sure that we're
yep.
we're within these guidelines, right? Because we're feeding so many people.
Right.
Because we know
Exactly.
that we got to take the guidelines because we know once the food leaves our place, they're not going to follow guidelines, right? That's kind of
No,
the
no,
deal.
not
Right.
at all.
So if we didn't follow the guidelines and they didn't follow the guidelines, then it's probably going to be out of whack. But since we follow the guidelines,
Yeah.
we're expecting them not to, and chances are they're still not going to get sick. Whereas if we didn't follow the guidelines and then they didn't follow, then chances are somebody is going to get sick. So, yeah, I don't know.
If I would have, because see, I didn't know they were going to, they didn't, I didn't know they were going to do this.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, till the lady that runs, Brianna told me what they wanted done. And, I can guarantee you after spending all the money for the to-go boxes and stuff, if I said no, it wouldn't have been a good
Yeah,
situation.
they would have had a fit. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, the only thing you could have,
Yeah.
the only thing you do is, it's like, okay, do you go grab foil pans with ice bath and go throw all those foil pans in the ice bath and just try and ice bath it down as much as you can?
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
do? You know,
Yeah.
it's tough because people don't
I'm sure
understand.
nothing.
People outside outside the restaurant and the food business don't understand food safety. They don't understand the 4140.
Right.
They don't.
No.
Just like the
But it is a nice facility.
yeah, oh, it
It
looks
is.
great. Just reminds me of I was at the butcher counter. Sherry wanted meatloaf on Friday night for dinner, so she wanted smoked meatloaf. So I made her a smoked meatloaf, and she said, "Don't make a big one." Okay, so I just went and got like 3/4 pounds of beef and 3/4 pounds of pork at Fairway at the meat counter. And there's this gal comes and she walks up next to me and she asked the butcher, the kid, and I know him really well because we order a lot of stuff from Fairway. They cut all our tenderloins for us and they cut all our chicken fried steaks for us and whatever. And she goes, "I'd like pork chops for dinner. Could you suggest something that's not dry when I cook it?" And he looks at her and he's going around. He goes, "Well, I would suggest the Iowa chop." And I kind of chimed in and I said, "I'd suggest not overcooking it." And I said, do you have a meat thermometer?
Yeah.
And she says, no. And I said, well, over here in the aisle, they've got a meat thermometer. And so I said, you know, I personally, and I showed her my Smoky D shirt. I said, I personally would take that pork chop to 138. But for you, if you don't like pink, I said, I would take it to like 142, 143 internal temperature and then let it sit on the counter for a few minutes, whatever. And she goes, oh, I don't mind pink. I said, okay, well, then I would take it to 138. And the butcher's like, I was always taught that white meat needed to be white when it was done. And I said, well, 137 is really the USDA for pork. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, yep. Evidently, we need to come do some training with you boys. And she goes, oh, well, thank you so much. And so I walked her. She walked right over and bought a thermometer. Right. And they ought to be selling cheap thermometers right there on the damn meat counter, because that would encourage people to come buy more meat.
You broke up a little bit there, Darren. She did buy a thermometer?
She went and bought a thermometer.
You broke up a little bit there.
I did.
Okay.
No, you're fine. I did not realize that it was uncommon for people to have meat thermometers, because I've been getting one for Christmas like every other year since I became an adult.
Yeah.
Because Mom is like, you gotta have one.
Sure.
Everybody should have an instant read thermometer. I mean, if you're not buying somebody you love, and I mean really love them, if you don't love them, don't buy them one. But somebody you love, buy them a meat thermometer for Christmas. Right. It's now is Christmas season, because you can go out and you can buy these. I've been buying these instant read ones on Amazon. I bought the last lot on TikTok Shop because they were like $8. I bought 30 of them for the restaurant, just because that was the cheapest place to buy them. But they're like super cheap, and they're like really good. And when they're bad, you throw them away, right? But those instant read, because I measure the temp on everything. I mean, when I bake bread, I measure the internal thermometer. Yeah. When I bake the temp on everything, there's an internal temp that says it's done.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I just lost my whole train of thought. But do you temp everything in multiple spots? Because I know
depends what it is. Depends what it is. At chicken, it depends on if it's the same. It depends if it's a level cut or if it's a thick cut. If it's got a thick cut and a thin, I'm just going for the thick because I know it's going to be. You know what I mean?
That's going to be the back end.
But if it's a big cut of meat, then I'm going multiple spots because it could be there. But if I'm just cooking a chicken breast and it's thick on the one end, then I'm just going for the thick end. No sense in letting the juice out everywhere.
Right.
If it's a pork chop, I'm just going in the center. If it's a even cut pork chop, I'm just going in the center.
So like right now, since you're at a competition, you're going to temp multiple spots for your meat or not?
Depends what it is. On brisket, I'm going one different spot until I think it's done, and then I'm going multiple spots. On pork, I'm going to go one spot until I think it's done, then I'm going to go multiple spots. Same pretty much for everything. Chicken, I'm only going to really temp one piece and get it to where I want. And then I may test one other piece. I just want to keep all that juice in there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to set another timer for you?
I got an intro. I got it. I got about 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna
excellent.
Whatever. Yeah, we got some. We're doing some exciting. We're doing an exciting thing for the month of October. We are introducing.
What's that?
We're introducing the D-Man. So everybody knows the Z. No. Everybody knows the Z-Man in Kansas City, the famous Z-Man sandwich from Joe's Kansas City. And for years, I've talked about replicating the Z-Man at Smokey D's. And I'm very good friends with Joy and Jeff Staney. And it just so happens every year, Joy comes to Des Moines for a horse show in September. And we cater, I cater for her. I always take 20 deep fried pork tenderloins down to her horse crew at the horse show. And I never get a chance to see Joy, but this year I got a chance to see Joy. And we got to spend a little bit of business there, a little bit of time talking business and whatever. And I just love to talk business with Joy. And I said, Joy, for years I had this idea about replicating the Z-Man, calling it the D-Man. And so a Z-Man, for those that don't know, it's world famous. It's a brisket sandwich with sauce on it, with smoked provolone cheese and 2 onion rings on a Kaiser roll. And our brisket and Joe's Kansas City brisket is very similar. It's thin sliced Kansas City style brisket. And I said, Joy is a breast cancer survivor and has a huge charity called Joe's Kansas City Cares. And in October, they do this big gala called Drink Pink Kansas City, where they raise a ton of money for breast cancer awareness. And I said, so I've had this vision probably for 5 or 6 years that in the month of October, I want to sell the D-Man, replicate the Z-Man, and take $1 from every sandwich sold and donate it to her charity. Right. And she's like, Darren, I would be all over that. And so I said, I just got to figure out the onion ring. And she goes, Darren, that's not a problem. I said, why? And she goes, well, we had an old guy that used to make our onion rings for us, and he wanted to retire, so we bought the onion ring factory. So not only...
Oh. Oh, no. Did you lose him too, Randy?
Yeah, I lost him.
Oh.
Just when he was getting ready to tell the onion ring story.
I know. I was a little worried. But it is recording in higher quality, so you guys are all probably going to get this, because every time we have a technical difficulty, you guys actually don't know there's an issue. Only we know there's an issue.
Right.
So he might have to, I don't know what he's going to have to do, but maybe he'll come back. We did know that this was
that's a nice picture of him.
I can't say I agree. He looks kind of mad.
Oh, there he went. He figured it out.
Yeah. He'll hop back on. But, yeah. So, do you have anything big today?
No. We try not to do stuff on Sundays.
That's fair. Give yourself a break.
Yeah, give us a break. Also had a big church dinner this past Monday, and for 300 people, so it was a big deal.
My iPhone overheated.
I was a little worried about that.
Well, it's only 75 degrees in the trailer, and I had to...
No, when you're... Because Riverside is such... Okay.
Is it too loud?
It's
because I turned the air conditioner on. Hang on.
Yeah, it might overheat again.
Hang on. What if I put a hot bottle of water above it? Is it because my iPhone shut it down?
A hot bottle of water?
No, a cold bottle of water.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. Do that.
I can't believe because it's only 75 degrees in here. It's not that hot.
Well,
so,
it's
anyway.
because of the app and how hard your phone has to work right now.
Oh, so anyway, so back to the D-Man.
Yeah. Please.
So they bought this onion ring factory, right? And so Ryan, their director of operations, is coming up on Tuesday, and we're going to replicate the D-Man with our brisket. And he's bringing the onion rings, and we are going to launch, and they're going to co-market it with us. And we're going to launch the D-Man the month of October.
Good deal.
That's so fun.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Now that is a promotion that I can get on board with.
Yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah, so it's going to be... I
love that.
That's going to be amazing. So we're looking forward to it. We test drove it the other day with just a homemade onion ring that I made. And now we're going to run into the problem that people are going to go, are you going to... I need to shut the door. Getting loud. We're going to run the problem. Are you going to serve a side of onion rings? Well, we're having to do some special things with the onion rings to run it through the supply house because our purveyor doesn't stock their onion rings. So we're having to figure out how do we get this done so we can get these onion rings to handle it. So anyway, crazy things.
So the answer to that will be no, most likely. Right?
I don't know. We're gonna talk about that on Tuesday. So we're gonna see. They're gonna ask for it. If we can do it, we're gonna do it. And then they're gonna get addicted to the onion rings. And then I'm gonna have to figure out how to bring the onion rings in full time. And then they're gonna get addicted to the D-Man.
But you could take this opportunity to run an actual special, an actual promo. And it doesn't have to stay on the menu. I know people, again, it can be something that you guys do every October.
Well,
and then
I think that's what we'll do. And if we leave the onion rings on the menu, if we leave the onion rings on the menu, then all they can do is they could build their own by ordering a brisket sandwich, adding provolone cheese, and ordering a side of onion rings, which will cost them a lot more.
Right.
Or, wild thought, you don't put the onion rings on the menu either. Just make it a limited time. Just
so you don't want us to put it under the limited time special that never went away menu board item?
Yeah, that menu board spot.
Randy, that's
a real thing.
That's a section on our menu board.
Yeah,
limited time.
It was a compromise because Darren kept putting stuff on the menu
am I supposed to put my pork on at 640 or 620? I can't remember.
How the hell are we supposed to know that? Darren, Randy, you have that answer?
No.
Hang on. I'm going to put my pork on at 620 just in case. Because
that's a great idea.
Late. Better early than late.
There you go.
Hang on. Hold, please.
Exactly.
Stand by.
Okay. But Beck, I can finish my story. Randy, so when I was working at Smokey D's, this was a constant... Oh, what a view. Look at the sunrise.
Yeah, no kidding.
So when I was working at Smokey D's, Darren and I had this constant argument because he would be like, I want to do a new special. I'm like, great. We can do a new special for like a couple weeks. Love it. And then he's like, no, we're not going to take it off the menu. But then we couldn't find a place to put it on the menu.
Put it on the menu.
Because they'd be like these really bizarre things. And like they have like the barbecue and like the not so into barbecue section. But it wouldn't fit in either of those. So then we were like, well, I can't keep calling it limited time because it's not. Limited time is driving me nuts.
Because it's full time.
Yeah. So our compromise was that we have like specials but not really section. So that literally is just for like his really unique ideas that he has every once in a while that never go away.
That become permanent fixtures.
Yeah, so like there's a burrito on there, there's the fish, there's all sorts of stuff that wasn't supposed to stay on the menu for longer than a month.
Right. And how long have they been on there?
I've been gone for almost 2 years.
Years.
Yeah.
But how do you take them
So
off when you sell hundreds of these things a week?
I agree.
I
agree with you, Darren.
And if it'll take away from barbecue, if these things, because they're always lower cost food items, lower food cost percentages, so it makes sense to leave them on because it lowers your overall food cost percentage.
But you have to see it. But do you see it from my marketing standpoint? Like, you have so much more opportunity.
I know. That's why I don't have a market. That's why I don't have anybody in marketing.
Yeah, that's fair. But
can we talk about marketing? There's so much more. Can we switch gears? This is how you get away from this. This is how you take. Can I just make one comment, and then I'm going to have to go, right? So okay. I just want to talk about this Charlie Kirk thing for a second. Okay.
No.
I know. I want to talk about the Charlie Kirk thing just for 1 second. About
okay.
Voicing opinions online, right? Anybody can have any opinion in the world, right? That's the world we live in. Hey, anybody is free to have their opinion.
Yeah.
But if you own your own business or manage in anybody's business, do not express your opinion online, because it has been devastating. And people, I'm not sure when they got to learn. If many thousands of people have lost their jobs, many people have lost their businesses because they express their personal opinion. And I don't care about their personal opinion. Everybody can have their opinion, right? But do not express your opinion on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. You can have your opinion, but do not put it out there for the world to see. That's just the advice, right? Not against anybody's advice.
Yep.
That's the world we live in. It's freedom. That's the world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put it. I mean, I literally was this close, not from seeing people posting about stuff. I was this close to just deleting every bit of our social media this week. I was this close to deleting all of it, going, do I really get any value out of any of this? When I talk about what I pay to do it versus does it really do anything? Does it really, really, really do anything? Does it really draw anybody to eat? Does it really, and for instance, I take like our breakfast burger. I purposely took a breakfast burger and I purposely didn't put it on any social media, right? But what I did do was I made a little card and I handed that card out every time we handed a menu item, right? We have sold so many breakfast burgers by direct in the door, right? So I'm not sure it brings anybody in the door. Yeah, it's fun. Oh, I got 10,000 views. Yeah, in Australia, who cares, right?
Yeah,
I'm still trying to figure out, is it just informational? Because I can post something about being closed on this holiday, but anybody wants something, they send the damn message anyway. So really, is it just informational only? Is it just informational only? Should it just be, hey, here's our hours. Hey, thanks for coming. We don't post anything anymore. Is it really? Do you really gain anything from it? Is it just so people have something to do when they're wasting their time? Is there any value?
I think there's a lot of that, Darren.
I think it depends on the business. Like, you could probably get away with it, but Randy could not.
No.
you know,
but
because
his
you
but
already
his is,
had.
but his they need to know. But his probably is where's that truck at?
Exactly.
Where's his truck at? Does it matter that he's got this? Are they really coming for that item, this new item? Or do they just want to know where his truck at? And once he's truck there, then if he does a great job of marketing that new
Oh,
item, once that truck gets there, right? Then they're making a decision when they get there. Oh,
I don't
but
know.
are they going
no,
out of their
I
way?
think
I don't know.
no, I think Randy does it to where Randy's social media is pretty well done. So, I think it is
A size thing?
I mean, yeah, because like they, uh, because Randy's is so well, like so, yeah, they want to know where the truck is, but they also like want to know what's going on with Randy because he is the face of
Randy.
his,
He is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Since you are not the face of Smokey D's, well, I mean you are, but you're not the social media face.
Right.
You could go away and no one would probably notice.
Right. Or I could just become the
I
face of it and
Yeah.
do stupid shit and it would probably go crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would.
it would.
But would that get more people coming in your door? Probably
No.
not.
No.
Especially
But
in
it
a
would
market
get.
like Des Moines.
Well, I don't know. It's one of those things where
I
depends
had
on
a
who you
com-
ask.
I had a
Because
conversation
if
with Brad from Getting Basted about this,
Right?
and Brad was talking about paying all this money for social media, and his kids like to eat at Chili's. He owns all these restaurants, and his kids like to eat at Chili's. And he finally got to
well,
the
it's
core of
because
it. Why do the kids like to eat at Chili's?
Right.
it's the
And it
best.
had to do with a local influencer was highlighting all this stuff at this Chili's, right?
Huh.
And it all had to do with the kids were following this local influencer, and every time the local influencer was going to Chili's and ordering shit, the kids went and ordered that shit. So Brad's like, okay, I'm going to go hire the local influencer. So he went and hired the local influencer for like $1,000 a month, and put the local influencer, and not only helped do that, but helped do other stuff. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
What was his results?
Much better than social media by having the local influencer, not the nationwide
Right.
influencer, the local influencer.
Oh,
Because
I
when
would
it
Well,
comes
agree.
to
yeah.
food, it was more about having the local influencer eat. And I know we had this conversation a long time ago, and it was like, so it's like, what's the marketing strategy? What's the marketing strategy? I know, Randy, you did that once in your pop up where you had, but that was a
Right.
Chicago influencer. That wasn't really a local influencer.
No. No. We didn't get any benefit from that.
You didn't get a benefit because it was in Chicago. Nobody in Chicago is going to
Yeah.
drive all the way down to your food truck,
No. And not
right?
that many people jumped on there. So, I mean, there's a Facebook page called Foodies 217,
Yep.
and it's a local page about restaurants and stuff like that. That seems like where it gets the most benefit.
Yeah.
Is that Foodies 217 because there's so many foodies, and there's some people on there that go. I mean, it's like we eat out quite a bit, but I mean, they're out all the time in restaurants and stuff, and they give good reviews and stuff like that, and they'll give bad. They give honest reviews,
Yeah.
you know, of food. And I've heard
This
stories
morning
from
I was doing that. I was looking at, because I was up at 2:30 this morning, wide awake, well
Love
rested,
that.
wide awake, and so I'm like, huh. So I was looking up local Des Moines food influencers, and looking at some of their videos and stuff like that. You should look at that local Springfield, Illinois influencers. Just Google that and look. It was pretty interesting to see. I
right,
mean, we have some groups out there. We have companies actually that manage these local influencers. It's just another layer that you're just going to pay, and so then you're paying a company to pay the influencer, where you can just get to the influencer correctly or directly. But yeah,
right.
just interesting stuff. Just things that make you go, hmm.
It's
Okay, well, it's going to be brisket wrap time.
Definitely a messy field.
All right.
I gotta wrap brisket.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to get some
it.
rub on season, but yeah.
All right.
It was kind of fun and remote.
I love this. This is
sorry for the overheating.
Yeah, it was.
And it's probably
I'll know Bex
probably gonna be our new normal for a while.
Have a frozen water bottle behind the camera.
Are you doing it with it? There's lots of questions, but it's okay.
How's my upload?
Bad. But that's okay. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, if you haven't already, follow us on social media at Cue the Mic Pod. We're starting to post reels again.
Emma, you didn't cuss.
Because I have a cool service. Yeah.
You didn't cuss much. We never really put you into a position to cuss much.
In a position to need to.
Yeah.
Huh.
I was a little worried there at the beginning and at the end, but
look like you're,
it's okay.
Look like you're not living in sin. You're back home.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's always nice to see.
You guys are ridiculous.
All right.
He's probably.
If you haven't followed us on social media, Cue the Mic Pod. We're posting reels.
He's probably shacked up in the other room. I'm sure.
He's not. He's not. God.
Took the night off.
No.
Took the night off.
You guys are ridiculous. Anyway, find us on YouTube at Cue the Mic Podcast. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, do all the things. You know the drill. Randy, take it away.
Boom, boom, boom. Out of here.
Did you glitch? What was that?
Whoa, that was fire.
That was just a... Yeah, that was a boom. Out of here.
I didn't like that. Okay, well, we will see you guys next week.
Boom.
All right.
We're out of here.
Adios.